initial reactions, and
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
you guys we got it done. Actually, really fucking impressive how many maps were submitted. I did not think
It's like
there would be
40
that many.
something.
What's
Yeah,
that?
in 2 months, that's crazy.
Like with 42 maps or yeah, something like
46.
that I saw.
46, yeah.
Whatever. What are numbers anyway?
Everybody knows Nick can't count.
Yeah, dude. Like I can get to 5 pretty easily, but
I'm going
Going
to
to ping Crush and let me see, a couple people were online. I think I just see Crush online.
I'm gonna put on the mode, and then I'm just gonna put like unlimited time. I think that's the best way to do it. Let me see.
So are you going through all 46 submissions, or are you kind of like already
Just bouncing around looking up, just fun stuff people want to look at, things like that. Kind of, I've already been through all of them. I'm trying to find the game mode. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go.
I would love to hear your actual thoughts and opinions on Rally Point and Mortar.
As I said, I'm not allowed, I guess, still to give like super concrete assessments. They don't want me doing that. I talked
Yeah,
to
of
them
course
about
not.
it.
he already said he hates them, so it's like
I imagine you can go through and be like, huh, that's neat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially because obviously not all the maps have had equal amount of play,
Yeah.
But I just kind of once we are further down the line though, I'm hoping they allow us to like actually stream some of the play tests. We'll see if they do or
That would
not.
be nice.
It would be
I've been
nice. I
encouraging
wonder
it,
if
but
it's
I'm
fairly
just one
unlikely.
person. And we are also obviously bound to like Halo Studios rules. So it's a little different. We don't have the same amount of freedom as other contests for that reason alone.
I wonder if playtests would be like run completely like within the judging panel, or you guys gonna like have just the greater Forge community to help with playtests, or what?
I bet that would mostly be
I'm not
internal because they only
sure.
need 8.
Yeah, I would say internal. We've already done a playtest with Halo Studios.
Plus,
Okay.
also, I don't think it would be a good practice to allow members who have participated in this contest or have friends in this contest. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
we're all buddies, but like, it would make sense not to have contest members be able to participate because I feel like they could purposefully try to. I could see people try to skew the results of the match, either butter
Yeah,
you up
fair.
or purposefully make like I don't know. I could see people trying to manipulate that in a way to their benefit.
Make sure a judge wins if they're on the team of the creator.
one guy can come up in
Since
here
you're here
and
now,
ask.
Scully, we'll go ahead and look at your map. I'll load that up first.
Okay, cool. I mean,
Hi, Crush All.
Howdy, Nick. What was the ping for in here, by the way?
Oh, we're just gonna go through some maps with Crow. I'm recording it and gonna upload it to my personal creative YouTube channel for this. It's not like a formal review or anything. It's just kind of checking stuff out.
Yeah, checking stuff out. First impression.
Should I join as like a spectator, or?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Yeah.
All right, I'm loading up now.
Yeah, wanted to welcome. Crush, I didn't see. Did your stuff got in? I think through someone else submitted it.
I posted the block out and I said anyone else could use it, so if someone already did it up, that's pretty cool. But
oh, so you're not. You have no stakes in this. So you just put a block out there and we're like, hey, take this.
Yeah, I put the block out there because every.
Let me see, because I think I saw you were in a party with somebody.
Oh, you guys are already in it. See.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Should be
just
unlimited.
I think it was
I just
Titan.
posted the block. But yeah, I just
Yes.
posted the block. I just posted the block out and said like, hey, if anyone wants to art this, go for it. Otherwise, nah. Because I didn't have the time to do it. I've been working 16 hours a day doing DoorDash and fucking respawn stuff.
That's
Oh,
understandable.
Kyle and Schmeef and Titan picked it up.
Neat.
Yeah, it got submitted. So that the
Hey, I don't know what's wrong with this stream.
Guardian
It's
map,
super.
Yeah, that was the inspiration. Was Guardian? Yeah.
Yeah, it got submitted. We looked at it today.
Nice.
We can load that one up too. Yeah, I liked how you did your paneling, Squally. That it's like actually
Hang on,
individual objects. That's really cool. Like
Hang
the
on.
sandwich concrete walls.
He's setting
Oh,
up his
yeah.
station.
That's really nice. A lot of people, a lot of them just did the actual texture. That's what I was gonna do, but it's cool to see it actually be separate objects. It adds to like the
Yeah. Well,
the
especially
depth.
once the lighting came into play, it also adds like more shadows, which I wasn't expecting, but I'm happy about.
Mhm.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to do the walls because like I didn't want like really hard edges or anything. So I figured using like the opal and bismuth and concrete and stuff that have like those imperfect edges would add a little more character and depth.
That's nice. Turned out nice.
It looks like they're already on. It looks like they're already on. They're doing top 25. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, the time period for this contest will be quicker than a lot of other ones too.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
War
that'd
gave
be
you guys
good.
literally a week, right?
We have more than that, but yeah, it's not even War. It's Halo Studios is the one determining the time thing, but we're going to be very busy for the next couple of weeks.
Gotcha.
I noticed this is like more controlled now, like you can't jump up to theirs easily. I don't know if
Yeah.
this was intentional or not.
That is not. I
Okay.
meant to go and block her off the tops of all the doorways, but I ran out of time.
And we have talked about having like a technical thing like we've done in the past, for like maps that make it top 10 or whatever, have an opportunity to like adjust technical stuff. So
Yeah, I think that's kind of been the norm with these contests for a
What
while.
are you guys?
so-
What are you guys considering technical stuff now? Like, for
it's
example,
usually
like
things
because
that are just like blockers, no like hard layout changes, obviously. Blockers. Would be a huge
what if
portion.
since so like with the 2v2 contest, like the original one, we gave everyone credence to like fix things that so like I think one of the maps that got fixed up had like some blockout assets still like slightly on the map, like you could see them from certain angles. Is that to the extent, or is that going to be like just like the lighting blockers?
I could not tell you for that. I do know that you know, like in the design guide or whatever the guidelines for the contest, they did say we were accepting maps that weren't fully arted. I will find out for you guys, but I would assume they would possibly even allow for like art to be added because they did mention that maps didn't have to be like fully art complete.
I missed that memo.
I don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they said that originally.
I saw someone else mentioning that as well.
Well,
so.
Tashi, so like when I was originally reaching out to Tashi about it, because like I was like very furious about like the contest deadline, because I still think that this contest was way too fucking short when it comes to community respect. But I reached out to Tashi and was like asking about that, and he said like during the conversation there, like I could probably go back to the broadcast and grab it. But he pretty much said like that 343 at least were expecting that people were going to be able to keep updating the maps while the contest was going on. Like so that they were able to like.
I will figure out
stuff.
clarity for that for you guys. That is something I will ask everyone and because I think that is important to know.
That would be nice because there's a lot of detail work, right?
I asked War a few weeks ago, and he said that everything has to stop as soon as the contest goes live.
Well, that's kind of been the standard expectation for all the previous ones.
It has been, yeah. I thought I remembered them saying something like that. So.
Yeah, someone else had mentioned that a few, like the other day. So clearly that information is coming from somewhere. We just have to find out where.
Hey, Squally, why don't you invite me to the game? The stream I'm watching for Crow is like very janked. I don't know.
Let me adjust my thing. It might be my connection because I'm in a here.
I mean, it's been fine for me.
It's all blurry for me and Skippy, but it's fine for you. That's kind of.
Does Crow have Discord Pro? Because I just thought this is how the regular Discord was.
I have it on the highest settings, but you know I am streaming from
It could
Xbox.
be me. I don't know.
Did Joe get his map in time?
Joe
Can
Valiant?
anyone else look at it?
Yeah.
And see if it's Skippy or I can move to like 720. That might be better. I'm at 1080p, so it might actually be better for me to do it at 720.
I don't know.
I think you just lowered it to 720 because I just went back into the stream and now it's 720.
Weird. Yeah, it could be my connection.
No, it's fine now.
Let me see.
What map was Joe Valiant's Crash?
Rumination.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he got it.
I'm gonna stop streaming and start again real quick.
I've only played on that map twice, I think.
I can't believe I forgot the blockers on top of all the doorways.
I mean, it was under a crunch. You should see how chunky my I did a blocking pass, and I'm really hoping that I did a decent job with mine. But
why do you need blockers on top of your doorways?
So people can't camp on the ledge.
Yeah, to prevent people from camping on the lips of the doors.
Yeah. Well, that's not okay. Like, who would really do that? You know.
A lot of people would.
It will happen.
It also
I'm a fan of
allows
using
this.
better judgment when judging maps and like stuff that's not clearly there. I tend to.
Yeah, like if something is clearly a bug or an exploit, then
you shouldn't be using it to judge the overall gameplay experience unless it's like way too easy and obvious and something that should.
Yeah, there's actually something I found in Unknown Emerald's map. His death pit doesn't kill you. Like, you can fall down it and stand there perfectly fine. Only when you crouch will the kill barrier kill you.
Uh-oh.
Bug.
So, yeah.
Trying to influence the contest pool, I see, Preacher.
Well, they can edit it, so should not be a problem.
Like the use of the canisters behind the door. That's pretty cool. Okay.
There's so many of them. Some elements on this map are like, especially like blocking off behind the doors, are like very video gamey, but I kind of like it, how goofy it can be.
Oh no, the video game looks like a video game. No.
No, that's what I mean. Like this, I find that kind of thing charming.
I'm gonna end this one. We'll move on, but it turned out really good, Squally.
I was stressing, dude.
Like, you gotta go check out the lift. You gotta go check out the lift.
Okay,
oh yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
Oh, crash, sweaty. That's cool. That is sweaty. Good contextualization. I dig that.
That was Cat's idea.
A lore nerd in me loves that.
Yeah. We were sitting there and I'm like, why not just have like a pelican crash and then it'll help explain why this ends so abruptly here.
Because like I was always planning
the lift.
I was always planning like the broken bridge, because like having a lift that doesn't take you over anything feels silly. And like the lift was more like a timing thing, but like the broken bridge just always made sense. And then Cat's like, dude, crash pelican. It's like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it explains both. Explains the lift and the thing. Should definitely put some, like, when we get to do, if you want me to help you with a detail pass, I'd really like to put some big chunks of asphalt down at the bottom of the pit. So when
definitely.
It was just definitely under a crunch. What we submitted, like 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes before deadline.
I've been there. I have been there.
Dude, and we were freaking out. The website bugged out, and it, like, he tried to submit it, it wouldn't work, so Artist like, oh, it's probably stuck in draft, so we went to his Jacob's profile to, like, try to just, like, upload it there and then submit it, because if you try to upload it through the submission thing, it, like, bugs out, and it left, like, 30 untitled drafts in his profile.
Like, see, that's why
Granted, I only tried submitting it twice.
Yeah.
And then it created like 30 ghost drafts in my map.
Well, I had the same thing happen when I made my draft. it made 4 ghost drafts in my profile that I can't delete.
Oh, weird.
So it looks like a bug on the website. I'm gonna have to talk to Ardor more about it.
What was the name of your map, Crush? So I don't have.
I don't know if they changed it at all, but I posted it
Keeper.
as Keeper.
Yeah, it
Keeper.
got submitted as
Okay.
Keeper.
Nice.
Yep, some of the I had some things weren't tagged, and I did not get all the ones that weren't tagged. Halo Waypoint was being like obnoxious for me, so the ones that were not tagged I did not get, but it's still submitted. It just it's not in my bookmarks.
Who arted your map, Crush?
I have no clue. I think one of my friends must have, since you said James did, but like you didn't tell me. So that's a nice surprise.
The Titan JS. I don't know who that is.
513, yeah, it's one that's being.
Yeah, James Shipman. I don't know who that is.
I used to compete with him. But he did a Plaza remake and he did a Rid remake, and then after 343 took 2 in that were not too up to his standards when it came to closeness of gameplay for 5, he got upset and stopped forging for a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he made a pretty good Plaza remake art-wise, and then he also made a whatchamacallit, I don't think he arted Rid, but he got the block out of Rid done.
Extraction.
Yep, this is it. Cool. So you haven't even seen this yet, Crush?
Nope.
That's funny.
I had some blockout art on in there, like when it came to like the first tree, I think, but other than that.
Yeah, I only played this when it's like its first blockout, I think.
Multiple
So.
sites incoming. Multiple sites ready.
What if the stream's okay for you, but I'll go slow since you're looking?
Nice.
Yeah, okay, I remember this side.
They use Forerunner letters. Forerunner A.
Oh yeah, I saw the Tendas use that too. This symbol that kind of looks like an A.
Yeah, this is sick to see.
Good color. The facade has a cool color.
The facade? Oh, are you on the map with them?
Yeah, I'm walking around because I couldn't watch the stream.
Nice.
My internet's not the best.
Oh yeah, when I played on this last time, none of these trees were here or whatever, like the roots and stuff. So this looks a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
On the blockout, I don't know if it's in this version or if they just removed it, but if the water actually, I changed it so that it goes on plant rather than on the timer.
Oh,
so
okay.
the attackers can use it to their advantage even more.
That's cool.
Multiple sites
Yeah.
incoming. Ever closer to victory.
I like that better than a random timer.
Ready.
Ooh, nice. The Guardian themed lift. That's nice.
Is this the only map that did Guardian theme?
I think so, yeah.
Huh. I'm kind of surprised that nobody else used Guardian. Guardian has one of the neater themes.
There was a lot of Storm. There was a lot of
Rat's Nest.
Crow's Nest. Surprisingly, not a bunch of Sierra 117. Thought there'd be more.
I think there were like 3 117 maps, weren't there? I looked at the list a little bit.
I saw
like
a few.
Ghost Tony, which I guess is kind of adjacent. So
I saw one that was basically both. It had like yeah.
Which is kind of Crow's Nest, anyways. But I would say there's more identifiable things, like the dam. I thought for sure someone would have done like that actual. Like
well, that was my original. That was my original plan for this map, was to like kind of exaggerate the dam a little bit and do that, but yeah, I thought everyone was gonna do that.
Yeah, and no one ended up actually like doing that. There is someone, I'll put it on next. Someone did a really cool flood map, like flooded.
Yeah,
Cortana.
Kyle was talking to me about that one.
Yeah,
It's the
full
Gravedigger one, right?
Grave
Yeah.
robber, yeah.
Round lost.
Some must have fell off. If you fall off, I think it.
Yeah, Squall. Yeah, Squall.
If you're talking, if you're talking about the game mode, when I was testing the block out the other day, the game mode was actually bugged and that happened like with 15 seconds left on that block.
Yeah, it's been
Hey, is this
acting
still-
weird. I noticed that.
There's a waterfall.
That update, this game's been very strange for me since that update happened. I've been having a lot
Yeah.
of issues with things.
Oh.
Okay, I remember how this was down here. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
But people, you said people are allowed to edit maps, right? In a later point.
I'm not 100%. I believe that there will be a technical war, mentioned it today. Just like other contests, there'll be a technical polish phase once we hit top 10. As
So
far
like
as I know.
no little aesthetic
Anything,
thing.
because
That'll
I
be
don't
nice. That'll be nice, especially for frame rates, since like this contest was so fast. I bet a lot of maps are
Yes.
not going to be frame performant.
agree. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had frame problems on my map.
Personally, I'm in the mindset of technical stuff. I'm never gonna judge super highly unless it is something that actually can't get fixed, and it's like
Yeah, but
very, very
the pros
inherent.
the pros with 343 and then also nated probably will be a little different on that.
Yeah,
since they're
exactly.
a
I'm
different
just one
mindset.
person, so yeah. I'm more interested in the meat and potatoes of the experience, and
Yeah.
But yes, obviously performance is important,
Round
but
one.
I don't know why it's doing that. This is weird. Is anyone falling off, or is it just?
I think it's only a minute 30 something timer when it starts.
It is, but it's
going-
not even saying like 15 seconds left or anything.
It should be going up. Like, see the
Hey,
timer.
let me kill Squally and see what
Oh,
happens.
maybe there's some ghost scripts from when you were setting up the mode.
Let's all stay on the same team for the next time, and I think we might not have that issue for the next map. But I think that one turned out good. I'm surprised. I didn't know that you didn't art it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. Like I said, I've been fucking grinding, dude. I have too many IRS bills to pay.
Yeah, I feel it's all good at Eagle, and we'll try that. I'm going to put on the Grave Rapper because that one was kind of a different aesthetic.
I ran
Squall
around
here.
this one. While I like the art, I won't say my feedback because I have my own personal critiques on this one. But
Yeah, I
is-
heard some people's critiques.
Is Squall here, or is he?
he was
go to
AFK
Cobra.
during the last one, so he's
Let's
probably
go to
gone.
Cobra. Well, I'll go to Cobra.
You can switch him. They said they fixed it, so we can
Oh, they
test
did?
that.
Oh well, I already switched.
To Eagle with
Oh,
Yi.
Whoops.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you can. Nice. Okay.
Oh, I told them they can.
Is there
Uh,
any maps that stood out to you guys that like weren't in our groups testing that impressed you?
I haven't had a chance to look through everything. I was kind of doing that during work earlier, but I didn't see much yet.
I think I've played all the maps that are like up there. There's maybe a handful I haven't played, but because there's 42 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
curious.
46.
I'm curious to see how Blazes
What are
came
numbers?
out because when we were first playtesting that, I remember it feeling very arena-y rather than SnD.
We could check
Yeah,
that
that's
out
the
next
problem. There's some
for the
maps.
hell of it.
The one that it was submitted under Blaze but was claimed by Frenchies.
Yeah,
what
that
happened?
one. I don't know. I haven't ran around on it. I don't know if the changes were made at all. But like when we playtested that, I think either in Joe's lobby or in Cat's. I forget when we tested that.
It was
If
Cat's
it was
lobbies.
SnD, it would be all my lobbies. Joe didn't host any lobbies. He showed up
He
to
hosted
one.
like 3 or 4.
No? He might have
Man, I
been
feel so
there, but
bad.
no.
For
Look at.
Champ.
Oh, hey!
That
Skybox
great
was
Wookie.
flood
hard
map
on
back
this
in the
This is
day.
Wookiees, isn't it?
Look at that skybox. That's
No.
Hold
That's a
on.
neat skybox, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
did a
I didn't see
really good job.
Wookiee. I didn't see any by Wookiee.
Wait, is this a Covenant piece? Oh, the honeycomb?
Oh
it
wait,
is,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
No,
This is
those
a
are,
bracket. Those are Forerunner pieces.
Oh,
yeah, it's the hollowed out hex pillars.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's what I
Yeah,
used on the hive for the wall.
Just feel so bad for Champ making that flood map way back in the day, and now look at
He actually he kind of likes it because it, like, for him, and we talked about it, is like he's actually not really disappointed because it's kind of like a fun time capsule of like how we used to have to kind of do things.
That's kind of how I am with my maps too. Like I don't want to go back and change them.
Yeah,
have
like
to use his main technique anyways. Like a lot of this is using that terrain eroded.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, hey, sphincters, you put them in.
I mean, I was gonna say I still think Champ kind of looks better in a lot of ways than some of the flood pieces.
Yeah,
I like the tentacles he had going around the floors and stuff. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
His also has a good amount of Covenant pieces and has super distinct shapes and areas. So you kind of know exactly where you are, where sometimes some flood maps I've seen, it's all just mush. And then you don't really know where you are. This one does a pretty
has
good
a good
job.
amount of structure in it.
Yeah. Yeah, like this one has cool pathways and other key points. Like this looks gorgeous.
Yeah, actually, damn, yeah, it does actually. It might. He made it. He should probably left one side a little more Covenant-y and the other side more flood-ish.
I mean, maybe. Kind of cool either way, though.
Lift.
I love
like
this.
A vapor spewing lift. That's cool.
Oh, this is just
plain up. Oh, this looks like kind of like the top of that Corvette in that Halo Reach mission almost, but very small.
I'm gonna go get food. I'll be back in a bit.
He never gets us food.
Cool. Yeah. I was overall really impressed with how the art turned out on this thing. Sweaty. That skybox goes super hard.
Yeah, that is one of the more impressive facades, actually.
I think there's a lot of effects on the map. I am using some muzzle flashes here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I'm gonna be real. I never actually care about that type of stuff. Like after
I
the
don't
VTB
either,
contest,
but I just
that was on
noticed
pretty
it.
much every map. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that you pretty much can't avoid. Like, not unless you're willing to like cut back majorly on how you want your work to look.
Especially if you have volumetrics.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Krebs.
What's up?
We're going through contest maps if you want to join up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, we were going to look at exclusion zone. That is the one.
Which ones have you guys seen so far?
Squallies, Crushes, and that one flood map from that one guy from that one thing.
I've looked through all of them personally. I'm just kind of jumping around and doing what people request and
Man, you went through
stuff
42
like that.
maps personally.
But yeah, I've seen every single one. I spent like 6 or 8 hours today going through everything.
Dang.
Give everything a very, very solid look over today.
Did you ever finish your Storm 1, Salty?
The layout is done. It has not started to get arted yet, though.
Done and tested, or just done?
Just tested, like the layouts. I was happy with where the layout ended up on it. I made quite a bit of changes over the course of the map. Attackers and defenders spawn just started slowly going backwards. And then I made the outside a little bit more controlled. Simplified some of the insides, stuff like that. But I'm happy with it up.
Round 1. Multiple sites incoming.
Storm.
Multiple sites ready.
Oh, big bubble.
Oh, they did the same thing that one map had.
Stormbreaker had.
Yeah.
Was that in the campaign? I forgot. I know there was. Oh,
It
No,
wasn't-
like after the cut. It's like a cutscene.
Yeah, only on Floodgate. It wasn't on Storm itself.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
right,
slip space rupture, right? Like the.
Yeah.
Yeah, portal to the Ark.
Oh, okay, portal to the Ark. Okay, that makes sense. Yep.
Is this supposed to be the AA gun? Oh,
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a little rendition on it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cool when people make like a little bit of creative liberties, just because.
Actually, kind of. Pardon?
Oh, wait, no, you're not. If you want to change teams, the round will end, and then you'll be able to spawn in.
Okay.
We could also just kick Jacob. He's grabbing food right now.
Nah, I can't switch teams. It killed me and I won't respawn. If you guys all die somehow. Oh.
I'm gonna see. Oh, I just restarted the match. It probably won't do it either, though.
Extraction.
Surprised we can't change teams.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, too, this game mode is like locked. Otherwise, I would like change the rules on it, but.
That's fine.
I figured this was good to do it so we can like see all the sites and stuff instead of like.
You could always just put on regular extraction. It'll still pop up the sites.
Okay, yeah, we could try that.
Round 1. Multiple sites
Try that for next time. Were you able to spawn space?
ready.
No.
This is a nice hallway. Huh. I like this hallway.
I like how
Then
this
he
looks
left.
behind you. That
Yeah,
I
it's
like.
a good door too. What did he use here? So are these Jersey barricades or brutalist wall? I like the.
Cool.
If it's a curved wall with the stuff, it's probably the Brutalist barricade.
Yeah, probably is.
Not sure. The
It's
bracket,
it doesn't
there
look
is familiar.
expensive, so it looks practical. I'm pretty sure this is like a brutalist walls kind of merged together with trim pieces and.
Yeah, it looks like the Brutalist wall. Yep. I'm screen watching someone.
This is a nice hallway. I don't know. I'm very happy with it.
It's like they have something going on with their
Oh, like yeah.
nodes. Yeah, their probes. Honestly, I think we're gonna see a lot of that across maps because like there just
They can
wasn't the
probably edit
time to polish stuff like that.
Who are the guest judges from 343, by the way, Salty? Because those aren't on the site yet.
I am not aware they were using different names, so I'm not actually sure who they are when we played with them. It's the competitive insight team.
Oh, you can open
That's
doors.
so.
Did I trigger?
I know Tashi posted out on Twitter, so I don't know if Tashi's judging or not, but
Yeah, I know it's members of the competitive insight team, so whoever is on the team.
yeah.
I don't know if that's public information or not, so I
That
don't want to
is,
say
it's in
anything
the
that's going to get me in trouble.
It's in the infinite credits. All of them are
Okay,
listed.
It's public information that Clutch runs it at the very least.
Yeah, I know Clutch is one of the playtesters. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
But they all have like their gamer tags they use are like studio ones, so they're not their actual.
Never mind then, yeah, because whatchamacallit, I know a lot of them use the regular ones too, like their regular pro accounts.
Yeah.
Like fucking Ares carries and stuff.
I do know Clutch is involved for sure.
This map has some pretty.
Yeah, he was
pretty
the
neat
point of contact.
aesthetics.
Yeah, it does. The vibe. I think GLX did the lighting on this. He is such a talented lighting artist. His lighting is like adds such a nice. It's like very soft.
Yeah.
Adds like a really soft feel to all the maps.
Even like in this hallway here, I know you guys can't see where I am. Maybe you can, Status. Like in this hallway here, how the spotlight is just on the A, and everything else is kind of shadowed around it. Looks nice.
Round lost. Round 3. Multiple sites incoming.
And this time we mean it.
Multiple sites ready.
I like his facade windows in some of the buildings. Like up top, the emissive. Dirty emissive? I don't know. I guess he has a gram over it. Actually, what piece is that? Is that emissive? Whatever that is. That's like a trim piece within it.
I had a battery issue. Might end up hardwiring. I missed that last part. But what were we gonna say? Oh, you said something about the hallway. Missed that part.
Oh, that's I think Soul said.
I haven't said shit.
Yeah, somebody said something about a hallway and a light.
Oh yeah, that was me. Sorry.
My battery's died.
Yeah, let me see if I can find my way back there.
Gotta get this.
Round 1.
Oh, you won it.
There's a pathway in A somewhere.
Round 4. Multiple sites incoming.
Ever closer to victory.
Multiple sites ready.
Eyes up.
Yeah, the ceiling's nice in here. I like that.
Oh, this room. I haven't been in here. I don't think, have I? Do you have to open the door to open like all the doors, or I didn't notice?
Hey Nell, how's it going?
Oh, is this hallway here?
Cool.
I just noticed Ig is here too.
Like how the spotlight is just over the A and everything else in the room is like shaded apart from like I guess the signs.
Makes
I
it
don't know,
very
just
readable.
creates really ambient. Yeah, and readable.
Sweaty
Oh, this.
already.
Victory.
Yeah, this one turned out nice.
I've never played this one. I didn't know this existed.
I don't remember it looking like this when we tested it.
Yeah, the art really brought it forward.
Yeah.
Did you have a map, Space Crabs?
Oh no.
Okay. And then, Nick, you worked on Glacier, right?
Yeah, me and Oxy built that.
Okay. All right, take a look at that one. It was inspired by Halo 3 Waterfall, I take it.
Yeah, that's what we re-edited it as, is Waterfall. Which is kind of a risky pick. Because it's on OGA Halo 3 map. It's from like it's in an MCC Halo 3 playlist right now. Like, you can play it in Halo 3, but yeah. Warholic said it was fine, so we went with it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It has the H3 vibe to it. Like that map, like the other one, Edge, that one felt more like Halo 4 aesthetic. Glacier always felt like it was definitely in the Halo 3 universe.
It did?
At
Okay.
least to
Well, a
me.
lot of it would probably be Reach too. So I don't know, I'm probably like, especially that one side of the map is definitely going to be Halo Reach vibe.
Mhm.
But yeah, we had to re-art it as Waterfall.
Round 1. Multiple sites incoming.
Oh, hey!
Multiple sites
There he
ready.
is.
Here,
We'll
I
see you
will
and
be
him
right
work
back.
on this one.
Yeah, this guy, Oxy, Clutch, and me. And we had a really rough time, you know, catering to Squally over here. Is he here, by the way? I need him to be here.
I think he said he was getting food.
Oh, damn. Because he could never, like, find the ways up top or something, so we put arrows on the floor for him. We removed, like, a bunch of stuff, and which is probably all good feedback, but just kind of like the run we had. Yeah, like, you know, we have like this pathway that went up and to flank defenders up top. We kind of built this
connection from Halo 3.
Yeah. Actually, that was kind of the goal of this after, because when we first started making the map, we didn't even realize about the Halo 3 part, so then we for it. Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of built inside out. The first thing built was the front door. Then outside attacker spawn, and then we did the sides after. And we kind of arted as we went, so everybody kind of knew what the map looked like.
Yeah, I've been pretty familiar with this one. Just even just watching the streams, cat streams.
Yeah. It took a while to update it, but pretty sure we got everybody's concerns.
It's got a nice environment. It's very immersive. I feel like I'm in a place.
I don't know. I put immersion above a lot of things. I don't know. I've never made a competitive map before. I make infection maps. Like I made Jotun.
The atmosphere is top notch.
But Oxy, he's made competitive maps before, so. That's why me and him co-forged it. He did a lot of the art, probably in Defender Spawn and in the Pelican Room. Like, that's where, like, a lot of the Halo 3 stuff shines. So, that's, definitely a big bonus, because, I don't know, I never really did Halo Reach aesthetics before. I mean, not Halo Reach, Halo 3 aesthetics before.
Round 3. Multiple sites incoming.
But yeah, no, we're happy with how it plays. How the middle plays, especially.
I like all the details on the floors. Those were really nice. Like there's like outlines. You got like
where are you?
Outlines.
Oh, the
like over here,
yellow stripes.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, I did that in Jotun, so I liked it. I just brought it back over.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. Cool.
Yeah, we're on the Jotun map.
Yeah, basically same theme. Jotun's also in a big glacier, but that was just a coincidence.
Check this out. Down here.
The original art was actually not like this at all.
Ooh.
And you go under here, you go under that other bridge.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, Kat
like,
pointed. You could thank Kat, because like originally she was like at the front bridge at like the attacker spawn, and she was having a lot of like fights over here, catching people flanking around from B site. So she was always hiding under this bridge. So I had to like raise it a little bit and take off collision on all that little ice packs and stuff. So like I don't know, fighting around here is actually really nice, because especially if you attack A or something, all the B people come running through here.
Sick. All right. I'm gonna move on to the next one. This is environment's top notch. So I'm not really gonna give out layout feedback, especially we haven't like internally started the testing obviously. So
I'm pretty sure it's too late to fix that anyway. If there is. Don't think so anyway.
Defeat.
All right, we back.
But yeah.
Wow, you just missed my entire map.
For sure.
No, I was watching and listening. I just had to talk to somebody.
You guys got any requests for what you'd like me to put on next?
You haven't looked at mortar yet?
I gotta reset my
Mortar?
game.
Look at
Anything but motor, okay? I'm joking.
Fucking.
I'm gonna grab a
Daedalus
drink.
keeps calling it
I'll be right back.
Motar. And it's killing me.
Moto.
That was
Motor.
my original.
Motor. Or was it yours? I don't know. Somebody was, and
I came into this map, I was like, Motar. And, I don't know. People kept saying it. Like, I was joking. I was trying to give it some, zest on it.
Dude, I was finishing the art on this while finishing 2 design projects for my final exams and stuff. I'm so scorched right now.
I still think that it should have been Snoots and Doots.
Oh, dude, that's a good...
Snoots and Doots? Yeah, Snoots and Doots was its code name before it was, formally named.
Motar. Yeah.
My favorite call out I ever heard on there is like, 1 shot, short snort. Fucking killed me.
Yeah, this is a new spawn. I never saw this cage here.
Round 1. Multiple sites incoming. Multiple sites.
Alright.
Oh, what the? This is way different. Excuse me. This is way
got
different
arted.
looking.
Got fully arted. So you went with the ghost town aesthetic, I saw. Which I think was the plan from day one.
Mm-hmm. It was the map my brother always used to bully me on, so it felt like it made sense.
Bullying is cool.
This was funny. I did want to point this out. This is cute.
Is there a stick
There's
mini
a
on
nice,
that?
Moosh gave me a good idea of adding this cave noise if you hear it here. To make it sound like there's wind passing through here, and then like the crumbling rocks from the rubble.
Okay, I do. I just turned
Nice
it up.
environment.
Like the paint. This is nice, the uneven paint line. That's
I
what
like
nice
the
touch.
crumbly wall.
Yeah, I
Crumbly
was trying to
paint
make
line.
it look worn. I don't know if I did the best job. But...
I like it.
I
think
like it.
Turned out. Yeah, I think it turned out.
I never even thought about doing that.
Dude, those decals have been like a game changer.
Yeah, those are
Oh, no.
really neat.
It's so nice to have.
Round 1.
Oh my god,
Oh,
cat!
I think
You didn't see
we
anything.
We might want to like reset our builds. I wonder if, because it shouldn't. I put it on unlimited time, so it shouldn't be like.
Incoming.
Should not be doing this.
Multiple sites ready.
Can
I
get
like-
an invite?
Jersey beer?
I like the floor pathing too. I always look people do that, like highlighting pathing with wet grass on the sides or whatever. So you have like those worn areas. Always been a fan of that. I don't have him as a friend if anyone wants to invite him.
Wait, how do you... Yeah, you used those decals that go on grass and then some plants over top, right? Something like that.
Yeah, so it's like a terrain piece, and then I use the dirt road decal because it's got a good texture for it, to help like clean up the edges a little, so you can kind of see the fade like here.
Ooh, high taper.
Hey, what did you use over here? Is this almost looks like flood, which is interesting.
Let me see.
That scaly like flood texture. It's a little bit of a side note, just for if someone ever made a flood map.
Oh, are you talking about the this?
Yeah.
So this is snow dirty with like a reddish brown desaturated to 0.7. It gives it this kind of effect, like I don't know. I like it because it's almost like there's stone peeking out underneath the dirt a little bit.
It's like
Yeah, or
pocketed.
concrete dust, or
Yeah, that's what I.
I
Kinda
feel like
thought,
if
is,
you
just
took
the,
this,
like-
sorry. If you
No,
took
you go ahead.
okay, if you took this and like kind of like you said, if you like bumped down the roughness down to 0, I bet it would look really like goopy.
Yeah, like almost
Ew.
scaly, kinda. Like isolation from Halo 3 how it had like the flood mixed in with like the grass. It like slightly gives that vibe.
I want to see your bottom mid again.
Bottom middle, I'm pretty proud of. I feel like
Yeah, you
turned
made
out
a
pretty
door
nice.
here I like.
That's cool.
But there's no handles, Cat. Where are the handles, Cat?
You're supposed to
On
kick
the
the
other
door down.
side.
Yeah, it's on the other side. It's one way.
It's like, have you seen Kung Fury 2? The guys just kick open doors and they kick doors back in.
If I get a fresh invite, I had to restart.
Spoilers.
Go watch Kung Fury 2 trailer. It's like 10 minutes long.
Thank you.
It's hilarious.
Destruction looks nice. All these new objects that they gave us would really help with actually being able to do destruction. This would be
Cat,
freaking impossible in Halo.
where's
I mean,
Stigmate?
I feel like we did an okay job on. If you look at Perth, James did a lot of the destruction there. Like you could do it, but it was a lot of work, and this definitely like bumps up the fit. Yeah, it was pricey, and then this does a really good job of making it cheaper and bumping up the fidelity.
Mm-hmm. This is cool. What did you use for this? Oh, those are cables to have the bent rebar. That's nice. That's a really sweaty addition. I eventually want to re-update Foxtrot when I have some time and actually like finish it. And this is a good idea. The bent rebar.
I'm gonna charge you royalties for that.
That's fine.
It's TM.
I made exactly 0 cents off that map, so you can have 100% of 0%.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I expect 10% of the proceeds.
In fact, I lost.
I really
money,
like
so
this
you
area.
owe me.
A spawn
That's
is a
how that
cool
works.
vibe. I like the crumbly, broken floor and very old walls. The brick wall,
Holding up the
especially.
pipe.
Pardon?
It's holding up the pipe.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like looking at these brick walls and stuff. It feels very overgrown.
Ooh, this is nice.
Hey,
I
can
like
we
the
go
ride
up
in
here with grapples?
It's nice,
Like, can you go
looking
above the
behind
pipe?
you.
No,
actually
you
look
can't.
darker.
Oh,
Yeah, this will be
that could have
blocked.
been a very sweaty.
Yeah, I've been thinking about adding more like overgrowth or something to this because I feel like it fairly translates. Like it's low enough that I feel like players are gonna think they can get up there.
Well, yeah, maybe just like above the rock walls and stuff like that. Like you might as well if you have the budget. It doesn't really need it, but if you wanted.
Yeah, everything's kind of the containment should be there. It was helpful having some escape artists test the map because it taught me how to look for certain things. And oh my god, when you're working with like terrain pieces and stuff and with like these rocks, there's so many little bumps and nooks and everything that people can use. Like I bet you can get on there.
Freaks.
That's pretty inconsequential I feel like, but I might wanna this might be a little
That's
note.
not a big deal.
May I
What's somebody
join?
gonna do here, I wonder?
Of
Of
you can
course.
do anything from up there.
Here, let me you can either join on them or if you need an invite.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh no. I have to pick up my wife. Oh.
Just leave her.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, okay, good idea. I should do that. Oh, fuck no, but she's expecting a kid. Damn it. Don't you just hate that cat?
Congratulations. You goof.
Dude, I'm gonna be that type of dad who will leave their kid at soccer practice for 2 weeks. But, you know, in a good way. Hey, where's Stigmini?
What do you mean, good way?
Oh,
They'll make friends.
Ooh, I like how the one-way drop-down area turned out.
yeah. The area, I was scratching my head for a while, but I decided to go fairly simple with it. I felt like it was a good call.
Show me.
That's cool.
Oh, it's up there?
Got
I
it.
don't see
Yeah.
it. Cat, I don't see it.
You need equipment.
Damn it!
I like the brick technique over here too, using, I'm assuming those are the like brutalist cracked or like concrete cracked pieces.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I think it's like cracked. Yeah, I use that all over the map because
That's
if
nice.
you stretch them out, you get this really nice depth on them.
Yep.
Opal?
So-
Wait, is it opal or
It might
oh no,
be
the brutalist
opal?
pieces.
I think it's, yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
brutalist concrete cracked.
Yeah,
That's
the
actually-
brutalist.
I like
Yeah,
this
there's a
whole
few
area
different
here.
ones. It's like, I use like 2 of the different brutalist pieces.
Yeah, I like this too. Has good
Even if
lighting.
you
This
flip
area is
them the
sweet.
other way, it's like a nice smooth wall, but somehow with textures in it. Oxy used that a lot.
Yeah. I use that on Foxtrot quite a bit. That's a nice piece. All right, cool. We're gonna move on. This turned out good though, Kat.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, early on I was a little concerned because I forged the paths kind of pretty organically.
I like it. It's gonna be
So-
up there.
I really like the unsmooth paint. I know it's a small detail, but
Victory.
it adds a lot to it. Not feeling super pristine.
And I like this tree.
Speaking
Not
of
just
super
pine
pristine, I saw a pipe up top that had nothing, like, no grime.
Yeah, that was just freshly installed.
Mm.
Good fight.
Well, I have to go pick up my wife.
What was the name of
Don't
that
sound so
flood map
upset
we
about
went on
it.
earlier?
Grave Digger.
Grave robber.
Yeah, grave robber. Yeah.
Yep.
Was there any other? So we went over Rally Point, Glacier, Mortar, Keeper, Grave Robber. I don't think we did anything else, right?
I do not think so. Let's look at Crucible. I know he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get it done. I remember him talking like he wasn't at one point.
I remember giving
Yeah.
him like feedback. I remember giving him last minute feedback on this like 2 days before the contest ended.
I am the Crucible.
We spoke your name into. We spoke your existence here.
I was impressed with like the art quality of a lot of these maps, given the time frame. Like, pretty damn
Well-
impressive, honestly.
Honestly, I'll be real. I'll be real. I think that you can art a map to a high quality in this short time frame. But the thing is that a lot of us don't want to because that makes it a full time job.
Yeah, it's like 24/7.
Yeah, it's not even like a don't want to thing most of the time. It's like literally can't. Like unless you are willing to be late on
Oh.
rent by taking time
Yeah.
off.
I feel that.
Now we
Must be
just gotta
nice.
get we just gotta get War to give an extra 10,000 to the top 25 just for submitting participation 10,000.
Round one.
Right.
Multiple sites incoming.
It would be nice if in the next Halo 343 set up like a similar monetary system as other games have for content creators.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Help everybody.
If they were gonna do it, they would have done it with this game, considering that Fortnite was in the sphere for much longer than this game is released for, and they
Yeah.
had creator codes.
They are using Unreal for the next one, so I wonder, because Unreal has adopted that model for other things. And I think Unreal themselves, they'll probably get royalties, won't they? Since it's using the Unreal Engine.
I'd like to know.
Isn't that how that works?
Oh no. This looks cool out here. This reminds me of that one, like where you start to see the flood.
Floodgate.
Mhm.
Yep, it's like Floodgate / the storm. These turned out really good.
Yeah, they're
I
gorgeous.
contract them for my map.
Is there glass between there, or is it free to jump through there?
Glass.
Damn, that makes me sad.
In gameplay, I think it would be too clunky.
I kind of like glass. Glass is neat. Glass is cool
Round
because you can get
one.
that information without getting tracked, which I think is cool for this game mode. Especially because you can't, like, the TTK is so high in Halo, it's neat to be able to get the information.
You've got them on the run.
Multiple sites ready.
This turned out really good too. Oh, so you actually can't get in there on this one. Okay. I didn't even realize that. It's just like a visual. The ceiling's nice in here. The lighting also turned out pretty good on this one. I get a good H3 vibe from this map for sure.
Interesting. This is a terrain piece. Around here.
Yeah, you know, that is something that I've seen Ethan Hibbs doing, and the terrain flats are sweaty because you get
Get like
this,
multiple textures going. You kind of
Yeah,
breaks up the.
Round lost.
and how it distributes the grime is really neat as well.
Yeah.
It's good for like oil patches, which the storm has a lot on.
Multiple sites
Like there used to be like oil on this or something.
Multiple sites ready.
Definitely good for like the Halo 3 vibe.
Definitely saves a lot of pieces for like the editable decals and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Like this is probably all terrain piece, this looks like. I don't know if there's any like negatives to it even. Like performance-wise or anything like that.
I think the only downside you could argue is the sound and dust, but like I feel like that's so negligible.
Yeah. And if you didn't want it to do that, couldn't you technically put like a blocker, a universal blocker over it?
True, yeah.
I broke them out.
Where are you at?
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're on the other team, of course.
That I'd consider
Note to
technical.
self, bring crabs on to break the map. Oh no! How did you get up
Hi,
there?
Onyx. You're fine.
Where's it?
What?
Oh no.
Round one.
Yeah, that's just technical. We ain't gonna. I don't think you're intended to do that. Hopefully not.
No.
Here, one second.
Multiple sites incoming.
Keep it up, Spartan.
Multiple sites ready.
I can show you how I did it though if you want to see.
Yeah, I'll go over there.
With how
just
many
to
maps that were submitted, Salty, how quick do you guys think you're going to be able to whittle it down to 25?
We
There
went
was like
through
48
all
or
of the
something submitted,
maps
right?
today. We went through every single map today, and I think we already have a pretty decent idea of top 25.
Gotcha.
So the hard part is going to be after that. Like I think kind of for like all contests, it's somewhat, I don't want to say easy, but you can at least get a general idea of maps that are like in the same like quality threshold.
Yeah.
You know, even before you test them, because clearly things are of similar build quality. That's how I've always looked. Like, you know, I've done judging before. I look at build quality, because even if you have like a layout that's like quote unquote good, but the build quality is really behind other maps, you can't realistically push it forward, you know. Because
What do you mean by build quality in that instance? Do you mean like art, or do you mean like
no, just like how
shape
well
language?
it's put together. Like, is there like giant gaps everywhere? Is the lighting at least reasonable?
I gotcha. You're
stuff
more or
like
less
that,
referencing the maps that were like the first ones submitted that were like Timmy's first maps. I'm guessing they're kind of
Yeah, stuff like that. That's just clearly not like on the same.
Incoming.
But if let's say if like
Sites ready.
most our maps were on that threshold, then you kind of you'd have to judge then based on that. But
Yeah.
like build quality, it's to me, it's like the quality of the craftsmanship for the map, like how well it's put together,
Here.
up to how well are things lined up, how smooth is it to move around. Yeah, just even like a map that's not fully arted could still have like a similar build quality of
Yeah.
another map. Yeah, that one turned out good. I'm glad he was
That's
able to get it over the finish line.
Yeah, same.
I was very
Okay.
sad not to see Karmaplex's map submitted because I
Did
really
he
enjoyed
actually
it.
continue with his? I haven't seen it since we first started testing it.
I didn't either, and it played. I thought it played really well. I enjoyed how that
Was it
one
the Zator
played.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw it submitted, which is a
He
shame.
just went. Karma just went full MIA like after a few lobbies, and like we kept telling him like the map's fine. Like I'm honestly confused why he left or like kind of went MIA.
Yeah.
What all have you guys looked at? Last I saw was Keeper. Just
Oh,
go
you've been
back.
gone for a while. We've looked at like 7 different maps.
Oh,
I
jeez.
want to look at this one. I didn't see this one in the test lobby. And it was very interesting to say the least when I looked at this one today. So I don't know if you've guys
I
had
was
a
in the
chance to look at this.
I heard about this one.
Yeah.
I was in the process of breaking out of Crucible when they ended the game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sure like I said, technical stuff, I'm almost certain is going to be able to be adjusted, and it's not something that I at least will have the integrity not to abuse something that's clearly not intended. I care
You just
more
watched.
about.
You just watched the pro team breaking the map.
I think even they'll be reasonable about that. I mean, we were all on a
Oh,
crunch
yeah.
to get this done.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you can break out, disregard fucking 2 months of work over one boundary. That's silly.
Yeah, no, very silly.
Wait a minute. This looks familiar.
Man, I'm always on the wrong team. Fuck.
I'm curious how much
And
he
change
changed up.
teams.
I'm curious how much he changed this one up.
Because if I change, I die and I can't respawn.
Oh yeah, because it's only. Were you guys in? Was this in the lobbies for any of your?
No,
No.
this wasn't in the lobbies, but this looks like he took a lot of inspiration from his linear one that he made.
No, this is
What was
just the linear one, just redone a little bit.
Nice.
Whose map is this?
Are you guys testing maps?
No,
We're
we're
just
just
walking
walking through them.
Yeah, just looking at stuff, shooting the
There we
shit.
go.
The environment on this was really cool. I like.
We said this was a linear infection map?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It was
boy.
on the community stage. Keith worked on it.
Oh, yeah. Wait, now they turned it into an SnD map? That's funny.
views.
Wait,
up
this is
to
kind of
here.
cool. I like the outside versus the inside. Anyway.
Yeah, he's definitely changed it a lot from that version though.
Can you guys shoot me an invite on the next round?
Who is that asked for that?
Shredder.
Twitter. Okay. I don't know if I have you as a friend.
God, I see how it is.
Oh shit, you're a fellow Missourian.
Get up there. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You live near St. Louis, right? Just that part of Missouri.
Multiple sites
Yeah, I'm about an
Ever
hour
closer
south
to
of them.
victory.
Down the
Multiple
44.
sites ready.
Down by the Merrimack and all that. Can't wait to go floating. I'm ready.
It's about that time, ain't it? This
Oh,
cave's
yeah.
nice. Like the vibe in this cave. Yeah, this one was like very different than a lot of the other maps. It kind of stood out to me. layout wise.
Yeah, it's a lot more open. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one plays. Kind of feels like an Arena Slayer. With how open it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. That one is
Victory.
it stood out to me as being very different layout wise from a lot of the submissions. And there's not a ton of Forerunner maps. I mean, there was more submitted than I thought there would be.
Really? I thought that it was really just this one, mine, and whatchamacallit, I thought these two were really the only ones other than like the like.
There's
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Should we look at ASDR's map? I know he's been in the lobby for a little while, so.
I'd be curious to see how Joe's turned out too.
Yeah, let's do that one next because these are both longshore ones.
Yeah. And then after we check out Joe's, I'm gonna jump into fucking Doom since that just came out.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Sweaty. I heard it had a horrible launch on PC.
I'm about to boot it up through the Microsoft Store version, so I'll see if that's true.
I think they fixed a lot of stuff.
Godspeed, brother.
I'm just hoping that I'll like it because I'm very on edge about it.
You like the other Doom games, or
I thought Eternal was like perfect. Like that's what got me back into level design was Eternal. But yeah,
I heard the pace of this is a little bit slower than the other games. That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
about
it's toned down a lot. That's what's my concern about it.
Funny story. My mom and I went down to the store yesterday, and they actually had these vinegar bottles that look like the old school, like blue Doom potions for health points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did it have blue 40 in it?
They have what?
Did it have blue 40 in it?
No. It's they're just vinegar bottles, so we're gonna pour them into a larger one, clean it out, and then I'm just gonna put blue Gatorade in it.
Nice.
I like the heating room in this. This is neat. That looks really good aesthetically.
Yeah, this one really came together.
Oh, it's this map.
It's just sweaty. Probably look at this. How sweaty the heating coils are up there. That's awesome.
Oh, yo.
That is sweaty.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. I like that.
Got a ladder there. Come out here. Okay, wow.
Oh, we changed it up a little bit.
Got this whole outside lane now.
Bed.
Yeah, there were some pretty solid changes made to this one.
Yeah, I never got to playtest this past the one lobby that I did where Joe recorded.
I think this whole area became more of a dock because of what I was saying. This used to be like enclosed hallways, and I was like, I don't like it. Next time we played it, it was a dock.
I just sent you the... Just accepted. Did anyone send an invite yet, Shredder, or not yet?
Round 2. Multiple sites incoming.
Okay, I got you.
Keep it up, Spartan.
I think you're appearing offline.
Ready.
Oh yeah.
Go through my fucking endless friends list.
Oh, it's this map, okay.
Like everyone from all of Forge Time on my friends list.
I had a couple people that were like sent me like 20 invites in a row the other night when I was running around on my campaign map. It's like, oh my god, so I just clicked offline real quick. I was like, I'm not dealing with it. Stop.
Ooh, little buoys.
I'll be honest, I purge my friends list like every couple months. Like, I'll go through it, and like if I can't remember who it is, or if it's like someone I just haven't talked to in ages and don't really see them talking to them again, then just
I should, but I'm too nostalgic. Keep people on there for the old memory. I'm pretty sure I still
That's the
have
thing,
it.
though. Like, there's a lot of the times what people I'm removing are people I just do not remember. Like, I met them and talked to them once, added them as friend, never again.
Remember Oakley High Def?
Oh yeah, of course.
I think I still even have him on my friends list. You know, it's been ripped for ages. A Polish Korean, that guy. It's been. Clouds are kind of cool. Yeah.
Just had that not long ago. Buddy Taylor that I hadn't talked to in years invited me to a party. I was like, oh man. He's like, what's up? I used to forge with him in like Halo 4 and all that. I was like, man, it's been a minute.
Uh-oh, is the game being naughty? What's happening? Okay, there we go.
Round 3. Multiple sites incoming.
Ooh, it opens.
Multiple sites.
Yeah, I like his cooler and the heater. That's really nice. Very well done in those areas. Oh, nice. Up here. Yeah. Remember, this was one of the like first maps.
Yeah.
From that first playtest we were all submitting there. Never before.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's check out room. I know you just got here, Shredder. We're gonna jump into rumination. The other
Rumination,
one.
yeah.
Yep. This one is ashore.
Ashore.
Kind of compare and contrast the longshore aesthetics. But I know this one got developed a ton since its initial inception.
Yeah, the changes some of these maps went through is insane. Like, you guys were just on Crucible earlier. Like, that's basically a different map than where it started.
Shows how invaluable playtesting is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it ended up pretty cool looking though. I like that older industrial look.
Which I hope in the future, Halo Studios, partnerships with Forgehub more often. It really does like help just to get them involved, I think. They can advertise it and stuff, which is nice. Did they ever put it in their message of the day? I'm not sure if they ever did. I think that would be a really
Is there message of the day? I don't think that it's a thing anymore.
Really? I thought it was. Huh? Maybe not. We were gonna look at rumination. I do not have them in alphabetical order, so okay, there we go. I don't know if it will let everyone be on the same team, spawn-wise, so we might have to have two people, hop over to...
There we go.
Okay. Has anyone seen the map called Junkyard?
Not yet.
We'll have to look at that one. Yeah, that one was one that wasn't in the lobby. It gave me like a really Counter-Strike feel.
Who's the author?
I'm not actually sure. I actually usually don't go out of my way to look at the authors. But I don't think it's someone that is directly like in any of our discords.
So Always good to get new faces.
Extraction.
What was it called?
Good sign.
Junkyard.
Okay.
Yeah, junkyard. Yep. All right, we'll look at it next.
I'm gonna look for it. Twin Fates and Hygiene.
Don't recognize the names.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1. Multiple sites incoming. Multiple sites ready.
I really like the cooling room on this one. Kind of closer to attacker spawn here.
I love this dock. I would love to set up a chair here.
Oh, this is a cool loading zone.
Come this way.
Oh, you just like this area over here?
It looks really fucking nice. Wouldn't you want to just like set up a chair here?
I can see that. Hey, Salty, where you at?
I'm in the
Grab a
freezer.
fishing pole, you know.
Chilling
Oh, you
in
found the
freezer.
freezer. Yeah, dude. The I really appreciate like the little snow wind gust thing going on in there. It's fun.
Built up
Oh,
ice
look at the
pools.
ship in the distance.
Yeah, the background's nice.
Yeah,
on
like
this.
this right here. This is fun.
Little vent room's a nice little touch.
Cooling. I like that.
Round 1.
Yeah, I think the game mode just has the built-in script timer.
Well, what's weird is okay, so like earlier there was a point it didn't do that. It just
Ever
stopped.
closer to victory.
So
Maybe it got
and
updated or something. I don't know.
then today when we were looking at it, we put it on unlimited and we weren't having that problem.
Is it
So,
because you're on the defending side and not the attacking side? I don't know.
No,
Rumples.
I think it's possible. Some of the file data got like corrupted or something because we were.
Is it possible it's because we have people on both teams?
It could be, but it was doing that before when we didn't, so I don't know. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's whatever. Just
You could be right about it being ghost scripting from ADSR's prefab too, but
we're going on map set. I don't think they even had it, so
we also I don't know. I would guess it's just a bug from something people joining in and out, and who knows.
maybe.
Things have also been weird since that update, so I don't know. It's not horribly annoying. I mean, whatever. It starts around every once in a while. It's fine.
Round lost.
That's like hard baking 2 minutes into everything.
Round 3. Multiple sites incoming.
That
Remember, you
was
can
it.
always switch it to just regular attraction.
Multiple sites ready.
Yeah, that's true. It is nice to get like forced just to see the approach,
That's fair, yeah.
and it'll keep us moving along too, so we're not spending too long on each.
Little boats over here. Nice little cool little touch. Very cool.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
how
have
you
too
did
much
some
to
of
say
these
about
tanks,
this one. I've been here for a long time. This is also another one of those day oneers. Did a great job with the dinghies.
Yeah, those are cool. I was just looking at those.
Grub killed the art. It's got a nice, it's very soft. Nice soft tone to it.
Wasn't the art Scrub and Yeehaw?
Yeah,
I thought I remember.
I think you might be right. Yeah, you might be.
Oh.
I think I heard Joe say Yeehaw worked on the art.
I love this room.
Let's see where you're at.
Round
Oh,
one.
it's gonna end it, of course.
Near attacker spawn. White room.
Yeah, it's this big
cold
white
storage.
storage room.
Yeah, the cooler.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
play
pretty
normal.
Yeah.
It's kind of above the cooler.
Okay. Node editor. Node 343 Industries.
Got them big numbers.
Automation. Extraction. Okay.
Shouldn't you do 2 site so they're both up?
Okay, I didn't know that was. Does 343 Industries have 2 state thing?
I don't think so.
You can just turn it to 2-site in the game mode settings. I thought regular extraction was 2-site though, but I could be
Nah.
wrong.
In this game, default extraction.
Just scroll
is
to the
2-site.
bottom, Salty. That's where it is. On the left side.
Okay.
To the bottom.
Extractions, active sites too. There we go. Okay, and then match. 12 minutes is enough. Okay. All right, cool. Let's look at what was one junkyard? Yeah. Look at that one. One junkyard. Okay. Yeah.
My brain, for some reason, is telling me that it would have been really cool to have like a Halo 4 style wreckage SnD map, but that's obviously not Halo 3.
That would be cool. Trying to think how you could contextualize that for Halo 3. Could kind of like the orbital. You could kind of do like orbital elevator wreckage style thing in like the
Oh yeah, you could do like a Savo
highway to Voy. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be cool.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Extraction.
It would have been really cool if they added that thing they did for matchmaking maps into the custom game maps, but like it took like whoever the owner of the file was. Like the accreditation that they do for matchmaking when the map goes into matchmaking, it would have been cool if they did that for customs too, but it just took the maps file owner into account.
Multiple sites ready.
I like the spray paint sites on this. That was kind of a cool touch. Like Counter-Strike now.
Oh, I was thinking of doing something like that.
Yeah.
This is very Counter-Strike.
Yeah, this out of all the maps, I feel like this one gave me the biggest Counter-Strike vibes. Obviously it looks like it's bizarre. From this game, it was like their aesthetic choice, but
Feels like excuse me. Reminds me of Dust. Just like shape-wise, and like the way the staircases are and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see, like, it feels kind of Mombasa-y at least, like, kind of near the Zanzibar Hotel at the start of Outskirts.
Yeah, I felt like it was like
I mean,
literally like bizarre from
you look at
Halo
the
Infinite.
buildings here. All the background buildings.
The tires are huge. These things are on a giant crawler.
I feel like
Oh
this got more.
no, this stack of warthogs is merged into the wall. Oh no. Salty, I think you ran over here by the junkyard, right? Over here.
Is this one of the non-Halo 3 ones, or is
Oh
I've heard there
no.
was some non-Halo 3 map.
Whoopsie.
That's unfortunate.
That's okay. It's holding up the structural integrity of that.
Oh.
They poured the concrete over it.
Yeah.
They were just lazy construction, that's all.
I like that like the junkyard's a completely different vibe. That's kind of nice. That's like really easy to tell like
Yeah.
where you're at. I do like the window that looks onto the one side. Kind of neat.
Yeah, I saw that. It was kind of cool.
Nice sight. When there's like one room that's literally from Bazaar.
Good directional lighting too. Like, kind of helps me keep my orientation of where I am.
Gotta send whoever just shot right there. It's cool.
And then it goes under here. This is really cool. I like this.
Yeah, like this one impressed me. I was like, damn. Because I've seen a lot of the maps. Like I'd say like 70% of the maps I've seen. And I was like, damn, this is cool. Didn't know about it. Seems like this person probably had some history with SnD. Just kind of get that feel from it.
Another one I saw that looked kind of Counter-Strikey at a glance was, I think, Hydrolock.
Oh, we'll check out that one next. I think I remember looking at that one today. Ah, cool. This one is one's nice. I'm looking forward to playtesting this one. I have no reference for the gameplay on it.
Definitely kind of feels Counter-Strikey, so it probably played pretty decent.
Yeah, it looks pretty controlled. There's lanes there and reasonable
Doesn't really
size
feel like
and
you
everything. So.
Yeah, doesn't feel like you get smoked too bad from a sniper off distance or anything. Like,
I'm curious to see how like the actual Halo side of the gameplay plays on that one though, with it being so Counter-Strikey.
yeah. Yeah, well, what is it, the TTK or whatever, you know, all that difference.
Difference, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how that translates with the design, like sticking so strictly towards the Counter-Strike side of it.
Yeah. Probably a little bit more towards that where you get like power weapons like sniper to where you can just pop and switch over and, you know, but yeah, when you like first probably like round or two, you know, definitely. I guess like the dynamic will change as you go on, so that would be pretty cool too. Because
hey, we got to play like the most updated version recently, like economy and stuff, and it's reasonably close to ASDR's prefab. Like that's actually a pretty good implementation.
That's good that they find. Arter was saying something about that. That's good that they allowed you guys to actually playtest the maps in the correct game mode.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We got to try the buyback, which was cool. It's neat.
How does the buyback influence things?
It wasn't as egregious as I thought. Like I thought it would be. I mean, it's powerful, sure, but there's also, you know, you got like situations where you purchase it, and if your team goes down, you're kind of like just wasted the money because you can buy back, but you're gonna lose. So it's like your team almost needs to stay alive to make it useful, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say how much the buyback is?
They probably don't want me to share that. I'm gonna err on the side of being safe.
You're good.
So. But just in general, like, right? So, like, I think it's cool. Like, let's say your buyback guy might be the guy you want to play more aggressive, because him going down is not as big of a deal. Whereas if the buyback guy is playing passive, and two other people die, well, now he's buying back into like not a good situation.
I'd assume that the buyback stuff is also very defender weighted since they're always closer to the bombs.
Oh yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know if I could see that possibly. It's also a two-way street, because like that also means it might be easier to control the spawn after.
Yeah.
Oh, light
Arming,
probes,
you know.
though.
I'm surprised he put an ammo canister on this map.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious
Yeah.
how that would influence things.
To be honest, I did not notice that from looking at it, around it today. Where is it at?
Yeah, it's right there. It's literally right there on your right, against the wall. Turn around. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What's this?
There was one on the other side too.
It might be something that we just end up having to not use, because I do not think we're...
What is this supposed to be inspired by?
Ghost Town, I guess.
I'm not getting any Ghost Town
Or
vibes.
maybe Sierra, actually, because
I was gonna say it feels more Sierra with like that big archway that kind of goes into the building there.
Yeah. Maybe a combo of the two slightly, because there's some geometric stuff here that's different from Sierra.
Yeah.
It's not
Just
like
asking because it
explicitly
feels.
Halo 3, but
Yeah, it feels pretty disconnected from Halo 3.
Yet at the same time, like, it's not directly referencing anything in Halo 3, but I could see something like this existing in Halo 3, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a super stickler on that rule. I want it like have the feel and vibe of Halo 3 because that's what they asked for, but I don't think you have to explicitly like copy something. But you know, it should be in the spirit of it at the very least.
Ooh, there's a door in the middle I can open.
Oh yeah, there's one on the pipe too that opens.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a door in the pipe that opens?
It's like on the end of it. Comes into whatever site this is.
Interesting.
I'm surprised we didn't see
Oh.
like more half doors. I thought that was kind of cool. Like that's something
Those
that's
slides.
yeah, like that's something kind of like a
Emerald
cool
was
concept.
originally doing that, but he didn't want people to pass through it. He just wanted people to shoot through it. I don't know if he kept that or not.
I think he kept like one or two. He used to have a lot of them, but they were because he was trying to make them like so you can shoot through it easily. They looked like you could
Emerald's
slide
Maps.
under it, and people were trying to slide under and get frustrated.
Emerald's Maps access code.
Access code, yeah. We'll go ahead and look at that one next. Since we brought it up.
That's another one that came a long way.
Yeah. Everyone get their fill of this one? Anything else to
Yeah.
share? Or... Yeah, okay.
I like the design of the middle building. It just has like the big slope onto one side and like the satellite on top. I don't know, it just looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of was giving me a Jurassic Parky feel with the terrain, the skybox a little bit.
I like
It
how
does.
that one red gate or whatever that's on one
I
side.
like how this opens up when you push into what is this? I don't know. What's
I think this is B.
B.
Yeah. This has got the
pushing
B
in
on the
from
building
this
up
side.
there. It's got A.
I like how it opens up. I don't know. It just looks cool.
When you push against
Opens
what?
up This big courtyard. Behind you. Yeah, right here.
Whose map is that?
Don't know.
I just like
The
how
dilapidated
like
things here.
you're pushing through this area, and then I like how it just opens up into this big courtyard.
That is kind of nice, yeah.
Wow, it's a very dynamic change.
I'm seeing a lot of light probe bugs on here. It's unfortunate.
I think that's going to be a thing I've noticed on a lot of
Yeah.
them.
There's
Yeah.
yeah.
Lighting is a total beast. You could spend 2 months lighting a map. Like,
Dude, I spent
Yeah.
hours yesterday fixing light probes and shit.
yeah, that's why I made your studios lighting artists have their own job. Their own job and their own title. It's a completely just
Yeah, no, and that's kind of developed in the Forge community because, like, back in the day, it was just like one person makes a map, and then I think more in like Halo 5, we started to have like level designers and artists, and that kind of became a split. And then with Infinite, it's like, oh, we also have lighting artists now. Like,
Yeah.
I think in 5 though it was still kind of less so. I think really the only one that we had that was definitive in 5 was just scripter.
What's cool, even within
Yeah.
artists, we have people that kind of specialize in skybox and people that specialize in gameplay spaces.
yeah, there's like
Yeah.
skybox artists, there's terrain artists, there's lighting artists.
It's really cool. Everybody's got like their specialties now.
Now we need a technical artist.
What is a technical artist? What is the counterpart to that?
Oh, well, technical artist. It's like people that work on the technology that goes behind things artists use to create the spaces, and like doing things to like fix performance on stuff, and I think so. I'm not 100% on that.
I'm gonna ask the internet to get a definitive thing.
Yeah.
Quality of life insurance.
TAs make the work of artists easier. They develop game engines, so they work as well as possible for people making the art. If the artist wants to create something complex, TAs will say if it's possible from a technical technical point of view, and think of the best way to do it. So they're like the engineer behind the art.
What are they called? Technical...
ironically, we have 9 people. We could actually do a lobby.
I would do it.
Yo, I'm so eepy. We have 9 people. We have like 5 people actually in in the match.
Yeah, I'm just doing streaming tonight. I'm not gonna do playtesting.
I'm emotionally exhausted. I can't.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of playtesting.
Oh yeah.
A lot. So.
All right,
are you ready to do 8 hours a day of playtesting, Salty?
I'm ready. My body's ready.
I didn't realize the change that happened in this area. At least I think.
I wonder if they're gonna have you playtest all 46, or if they're gonna do like a quick pass to see if.
I would assume at least one run after the ones that got like cut for being like the obvious. This isn't gonna make it go out.
Yeah, like I'm just wondering if they're gonna do a playtest first or
doing
playtest
the normal
after.
like qualification phase thing where like maps that are
like haven't followed the guidelines.
Yeah, and then as I said, like quality threshold, there's some that are clearly not at the same quality threshold.
Leaving the no grapple sign in. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. That's all.
I was just gonna say I just noticed the no grapple.
They left it in. I love that, the no grapple sad face. With the thing up there.
No bitches.
Well, because like this used to be like a whole chasm, and I like how now it's like just this one vent you can clearly see, and then it's just a sign.
There was something weird too about that ledge. Like the old ledge, like even
weird.
with the grapple, it like you weren't able to clamber it for some reason. I don't know. It was kind of bugging out.
What's in that pipe?
Whoa, what the heck?
Unknown
Yeah, I
emerald.
say leave the sign.
Is this an Easter egg in here?
Yeah, that's his emblem kind of thing.
Unknown emerald. Okay, yeah.
Wait, where are you?
It's funny.
Here, I'm gonna
I
say.
like how he
Oh,
did
there it
put
is.
That side in the scarab, though.
The scarab?
Probably make it a little.
Hey, can
yeah,
you look
put
at
the
that
side
truck
inside
and
of
that
it
pipe
now.
real quick? I want to see something.
Oh, I see it.
Just,
Wait, where's the
on
emerald
edge
though?
of the
I wanna see it.
trailer. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to see. And
Where's the
Emerald went through
emerald?
my map, and he pointed out all these little things, so I need ammunition.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
That's a thing.
What's up?
Surprisingly,
I'm asking
lot
where
of-
the emerald is, and everyone's keeping it. a
Oh, it's
secret.
near Crow's near it right now.
I see.
It's like where the like in the there you go.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out what he did for this concrete texture. That's different than a lot of concrete textures. I've seen.
I think it's the. I think it's one of the
this?
grass textures turned a certain color.
Yeah.
I don't know if
it's
it's
a grass. No,
Is
there's
it?
grass in there. Yeah.
You
No, not
sure?
even on this. On the.
Not on the thing, the concrete
On the
ceiling.
roof.
At the ceiling, the dome.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's grass stones.
Oh, sorry. It almost had. You know what? It actually look
frost?
further down. Like
No,
where-
it's concrete raw, but looks
like
like
the
a
tundra, the frost tundra, maybe.
It almost has
Maybe.
the same blotchiness
it
as
was
the
frost.
dirty snow in some areas.
yeah.
It's turned gray. You know what I mean? Like right in
It's
front of you there.
different.
Like it kind of reminds me of that texture, but it like looks like it's scaled up.
I have not seen that for concrete. I will say that much. That's different. It looks
I-
good.
But like
Looks good.
when I'm really
That's all.
close to it like this looks like the concrete raw texture I've been staring at for days.
I think it is, but I think there's like a grime or something.
Yeah, there's a
over it.
grime overlay.
I think
Or
it's
it's
wonder
the
if they-
opposite.
Yeah, it's like rock pebbles or something. It looks like.
No, because the
Maybe not
concrete raw
pebbles.
I
is
should
like
just
the
ask.
whole thing. I wonder if they found a piece where the grime overlays like enlarged compared to other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a flaming skull up there too, at the end of that pipe above
I
Crow.
had that on mine.
Didn't even know
Really?
that was there.
Where?
Yeah, it's like where the unknown
Oh, I see
it.
thing is, but yeah, it's way up there. Didn't even see
It's
that.
kind of blue. It looks like a dev
Oh, I see
died.
it.
Who perished.
This turned out really good too. I like the storm aesthetic over here. Map's like a
Very good
mashup
tunnel.
of so many different.
Oi!
Yeah, that's
Yeah, bitch.
You could pick up the skull.
That's probably one
Yep.
of the best tunnels we've seen.
Your
Savo
your
Highway
ass is
came out there.
grass. I'm not gonna tell you when, but I
And
will
that's
kill
the
you at
space
some point.
elevator over there.
I'm kind of sad,
Yeah,
Faith, we
saw
didn't get like a little Savo Highway, like little town, village
Well,
slash road
Not
map.
really. There's not really a way to really do one well enough, I think, because Saddle Highway is literally just roads.
It is, but
And
there's
like prefab
little.
I don't know.
buildings. Yeah.
Savo Highway was one of the things I thought about when the contest was first announced.
There was like little village town things that you'd go into, and like you could do a
You know
side
the,
that has like a little bit of terrain and a side that has a.
The encounter that's kind of near the shield gate that has like the concrete pipes scattered around it.
The brutes come in, right, with like the
Yeah.
jetpacks everywhere.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
they
little
come in with the
buildings, right?
jetpacks, and then like a pelican comes in after, but then the wraith comes in.
Yeah, that you could make that work.
Stuff like that.
I will say, from a purely like flexibility point of view, I'm surprised no one did the Covenant. I thought that someone would have done that because of how flexible you can work with that.
To be fair, the design document did note that caution with using Covenant pieces because of performance issues, so maybe that scared people off.
No.
The
The
Forerunner
Covenant doesn't have any
Covenant,
Covenant
right?
pieces. Yeah,
Or the Forerunner
the Covenant is the Forerunner arc mission.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Progenitor
Oh, that's what
is
you mean.
like kind of that, but not exactly. There's
That's a nice
someone that
design.
did like an
Changes
arc theme one, but
Oh, I like how he put that over there. He did a good job on that.
That's
Yeah, this
2
one-
kills.
this one's very, very high quality art-wise, clearly.
had to
Yeah,
do
you
it
put
to
a lot
him.
of time into it.
Yeah, very good build quality.
I know, but I don't think anybody else has a scarab. That's
No,
pretty
I don't think
centerpiece.
so.
No? Yeah.
I saw a map that's all hex pillars and ice with a banished scarab on one side.
Oh hell yeah!
That may be one of the build quality ones. That
I will be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna go up to the gas station.
some other cool ones.
Grab me something.
Technically, Preacher, since you got War to say yes to Waterfall, if you really wanted, or if someone really wanted to, they could do Halo 4 Forerunner because of Edge.
What's
Oh
Edge?
God.
Who,
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Who's that? Executioner said that.
It's one of
told me
those-
to do that a while back.
It's one of those El Dorito maps that eventually got added to MCC.
There's
Alright,
a
I
map
don't remember
that
that
gave
one.
me like a Halo 4 vibe. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. It was like Halo
That's-
3, but like a Halo 4 version of Halo 3.
Oh,
Not think of it the same version.
Progenitor or whatever. That's like the Tendus' map. He took like
Yeah, we
the
were on that
first
one.
phase. Okay.
Holland was interesting. Let's
Yeah, I'm
just load this
interested on
one up.
that one.
This is
All
See
right,
how
the
that one
next
that
one.
Progenitor runs.
What do you want from the store?
You should run
Kit
Shredded
Kat.
since he's here.
A what?
Kit Kat.
Which one?
Yep.
Kit Kat? Okay.
You should
do you
run
need?
Shredded's map since he's here.
Which one is
Oh yeah,
his?
if you want to. Vessel.
That's
Oh, was it
okay.
being yelled at? What'd I do?
No,
So
we're
that-
talking about like the Kit Kat, the candy.
I was like intentionally not even looking at the creators.
Just saw this
so-
thing with Reese's, and they made like PB&J Reese's with like grape and strawberry, and I'm like, huh. Well,
The strawberry ones are good.
are they?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be back in a bit.
It's like I know my daughter would freaking pig out on those. I'm like, I'm gonna have to be careful with those. Like, I'd buy any. She loves PB&Js and everything. I saw, I was like, oh, you know.
No, I want to wait to see what Squally says about this map because I'm pretty sure he's going to say the same things Oxy and I talked about.
Oh, okay.
incoming.
I'm back.
This will be my last one that I'm here for, and then I'm gonna hop into Doom.
Yep, all good.
Isn't this who's this Mix? Isn't
Mickey, yeah, Mickey.
yeah. Mick, yeah.
Every time someone says Mickey, I just think Mick Rips.
Yeah, me
But he's
too.
made a map already. How funny would that be if he made a map for the mode and then he made another map for this?
Yeah,
Good hell of
that'd
it.
be hilarious. I don't know.
Again, this one doesn't feel like anything directly from Halo 3, but it also feel out of place among Halo
I
3
could
stuff.
tell it's
supposed
Ghost
to be-
Town.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Ghost Town.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it?
okay, this is actually the one that I was talking about. So you know how like Pitfall was like Halo 4's version of Halo 3?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Pitfall version of Ghost Town. That's
I
kind of
can
like
see
the
that, yeah.
the vibe I get from it.
Why are the sites all tiny?
Oh yeah, he used the original, the prefab site.
Oh. I forgot
Which
they were
that's
that
something
size,
we
right?
actually talked about for technical too, that I think we are going to allow adjustments on if we have the days.
What, do the sites need to be that size?
No, they don't. Like you can
Okay.
make them bigger because I think he put the prefab in, and that's what size of them is in the.
Played it safe.
It was that size.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think some people might not have known that you can make them bigger.
Thank God there wasn't a limit to the size of the sites, because that would have been awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad
There-
that's like left up to designer discretion.
I think the art on this map is pretty top tier. Plus the
Yeah,
lighting.
no, it looks cool.
I do think it's a little small though.
I
Map
don't
size.
think so.
Defenders. Actually, I don't know.
Is there a forklift on the map?
I think the thing with SnD
Yes.
Creature is that there is such a wide variety that you can actually have when it comes to map length and size that, like, I don't think there really is a too big or a too small unless, like, it genuinely feels like you're trotting across a BTB map.
Yeah, to be fair, I've
Or
never
like
played on this
you're-
map, so you're
Or
probably
like
right.
you're playing in a mini version of midship that's just like
What? There's a midship
I
one?
think as long as they give
No,
like the
like
defenders
size-wise.
time to set up,
Oh.
you know, before the attackers get there and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. As long as defenders get to the sites, like plenty of hackers, you're good.
Yeah.
They have a forklift. Nice.
I would say
Not
we're
too much
the
time to it,
biggest
'cause it
thing
feels
where
like you're sitting
size
around a campfire.
influences it is if your sites are too close to each other. That's something they
Yeah,
your
because
sites
they
are
mentioned
what?
that
Yeah.
they wanted 10 seconds between each site.
or
Yeah.
not
Oh,
being
yeah.
able to defend two
About them,
sites
yeah.
from one position, which makes sense because I have an advantage to defenders and probably
Little cup.
doesn't allow punishes you for planting, which is something I don't think you. Yes.
Your mic
keep
is
playing.
cutting in and out.
Oh, is it? Fuck.
It's like one of those distress messages where it's like, oh, don't. Oh,
Is that any better
dead.
at all?
Yeah.
I need to get a new mic. This thing is messed up. I was saying, you shouldn't always get punished for planting. So, like, if a map is small or it's too easy to
You're cutting
get to
again.
oh my god. I give up.
I say you should get rewarded for planting, obviously, but I think everybody knows that, to be honest.
Not always, though. Not always. There should be times when you should.
Depending on the situation, like team comp, like who's alive, who's dead, enemy position, sort of thing.
I like
turn noise
those
suppression off.
matches
Is that any
where,
better?
like,
A lot of
I'll
buffing.
catch y'all later.
where
Peace out.
defenders would group up,
Take it
right,
easy.
and they all go to one objective. But like, let's say 3 attackers go to one objective, and there's like the one attacker in the middle or whatever. But so they like plant and they set up around that objective, and all of a sudden they're the defenders. That happens quite a bit because I guess you guys notice like people group up. I see a lot of people group up and just run mid, and then.
Well, I mean,
see what
attackers
happens.
are going to become the defenders as soon as a side is planted, regardless.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the reward I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Is it still cutting out, or I turned off
No, I
noise
think you're
suppression
alright.
sometimes?
No, but now there's a
Sounds
buzzer
better.
whenever you're talking, but we can
Oh
hear
my
you at
God.
least.
I think we can ignore the buzz.
Let
We'll
me.
just
I'm
say
gonna,
there's a
At least we
beep
can
in
hear
there.
you.
I'm gonna try again. Give me 1 second. Oh, because here I know what it is.
See, now he upgraded. He's on a switchboard now. That's why you hear the buzzing as the plugs going in and out. You know. That's how I feel in my headset sometimes. That old one that I had, I was like, felt like I was doing Morse code talking to people.
Who just yawned?
Is that
Can't be
any?
doing that.
That is better.
Okay. I was an idiot and did not charge my batteries before this, and I was direct wired.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
What's the name of your map, Shredder?
Vessel.
Vessel. Okay.
Have you
Okay.
played that in cat
Switch
spotting?
laundry real quick.
Oh, I know this map. Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah, I think we did it like once towards the end or whatnot.
I saw from the screenshots you added a lot more color, so.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Was the sites needed to be, you know, differentiated a little bit more and everything, and there's a few other things. So, which I was still doing a lot of the art, and I ended up changing the color for one site, but because it's purple and green now, so it's definitely a lot more visual. Was it the attacker side is more purple, defender is more green, and all that in the hallways and stuff. So. The middle I enclosed a lot more instead of how open it was. I mean, what everybody said, it didn't play too bad, but it was still just kind of basic in it. So I closed it off to where you basically have to, you know, engage more than just being able to pop from each side. And attacker side, I took out the ramp, so if you jump down, it's kind of, you know, it kind of got to commit to going that way. So to where you just can't pop back up.
Is tight. Oh fuck! Shoot! Your stream is back to being
Weird.
Multiple sites
Yeah, I do not know.
Discord stream or live stream?
Discord.
Oh,
Wait, there's a live stream?
I've got I'm recording it just in case there's people that aren't here that want to see the walkthrough. But we're not like nothing like can't say anything major, so it's kind of it's super lax.
Yeah,
We're just chilling.
It's more just to chill, yeah. That's kind of all I wanted to do. I originally thought they would let me share more, but they did want to avoid that until we're further along, so that's understandable. So.
Alright, where can I find the YouTube live stream, or is it on YouTube, Twitch? I don't know.
There isn't really a live stream. I'm just reporting it. I was trying to set up the live stream, and then I realized I didn't have it set up in time, and YouTube requires you to like request permission to live stream and verify, and it takes 24 hours for them to do that.
Ridiculous.
And it's kind of weird that like a content creation platform would like bar you from, you know, making content.
I can try 30 frames per second. It's gonna be more stuttery, but maybe it's cleaner.
I think
I don't know. I'm streaming from my Xbox, and I do not have an Ethernet cable, so.
That's okay, I guess.
I'm not really a streamer, so. You know.
I don't really stream, but I do like
against your boss, your CEO.
Testing lobbies and stuff. So it's more of like a community, like, what would you call it, archive?
I am in the market for a new PC, and I am going to be getting one in the next couple of months.
Nice.
This map kind of does look like the interior of the Covenant, like kind of like.
Yeah, it's like the Ark themed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of went for. Was like the inner
So
arc.
so there is a Covenant theme from that mission, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Not
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
outside, though, so.
It was more like the, I guess, like power cell looking areas and the beams and stuff from the Arc area, and I guess like a
slight bit of the Covenant, but it was more towards like the Ark and everything like that. So, and it was just like color-wise, it was basically purple. So I was, I think those Unknown Emerald who ran around, he suggested changing one side to maybe like green, and that honestly made it pop out a lot more. So.
Interesting.
It just looks cool. Forerunner with green always look cool.
Yeah, I've always liked that, the green and the purple. Green and purple are nice colors to go with each other to begin with. I've always been a fan of that.
Yeah, I had done blue originally, but he had suggested that. I was like, honestly, you're right. I was like, green does, pop out. Blue's just kind of normal, Makes it almost kind of feel almost like floodishy a little. I
like
thought
your
about
glass
adding that,
ramps.
but I was
Those are cool. The glass ramps have the.
I always like doing those. I kind of did something similar for the campaign mission I did or whatever, but that was like everything looks more like Halo 4 on that one, so it was more towards like the Spartan Ops style missions or whatnot. It was like a kind of like a sniper alley feel, but then you go into a Forerunner structure and stuff at the end of it. Definitely going to be more towards like fast paced with this one, but also a little bit easier to get around the enemy and stuff like that. That way it's not like really long pathing, if you do want to try to flank or something.
Back.
And yeah, when it came to like A and B side, I was just like the Forerunner symbols.
Yeah, the symbols, that's
like,
actually really cool.
I put some in there, and then I saw, because I didn't join that one, but it was Crush's block out, and he'd used the same ones, and I told him, I was like, yeah, those are like I went through all of them, and those are pretty much the only two that actually like resemble an A or B, and he was like, right. So,
that's cool,
I
though.
did put,
I like that. That's a nice touch.
I did put at the beginning, like the first room for attackers and defenders, it's kind of like a Forerunner A and B over those, so kind of just like a cipher there, like, hey, this is A, this is B for anybody who can't tell them. Then what is it? It's got two small Easter eggs in here, one on a green side, what is that, east elbow. It's got one of the, I put one of like the terminals that you find in that mission, all the missions and stuff towards the end.
Oh, you have the Sentinel boxes.
Yeah.
And the walls.
Yeah, and then actually in the Vista over there for purple and the site room, it's like West Courtyard or whatever. In the Vista over there, you can see a couple flying back and forth. I think I'd put it for like every 30 seconds, so it maybe only goes like once, maybe twice during the game, so it, just in case it would cause perf or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of fly back and forth, so. Because what is it? Every round is like, what, like a minute and a half, so like maybe twice they'll go back and forth. That way it's not constantly, running scripts or anything like that, so it doesn't affect it. So, and I sat there just for like a while and put it on Slayer and just let them run back and forth, and I never saw any drops or anything, so. But yeah, there's that, and then that terminal, if you go and activate it, just says destroy the Forerunner. And then it's just like little mendicant thing there. That was one of the terminals in this, I guess, this part of the campaign that he was talking about, and like the logs and stuff. So
neat.
That's cool. Nice little.
It's just kind of, yeah, just kind of like a. So I was like, okay, and then working with the words that we have and like the UI text, the strings and everything. So just something quick and easy. I was like, there we go, destroy the Forerunner. I was like, easy enough. And then like green side in the middle here, this thing was kind of like a throwback to one of like the little arc rooms that you went into, but this thing led up to one of the beams. But instead, I just kind of changed it to where that catwalks above it. So. Had some suggestions to which I was gonna try to put some effects under there, but somebody suggested it too, so I was like, all right, yeah, definitely. And through the what is that? One of like the banished beam or whatnot. Have that running through it. I have it running through a few areas. The middle, they just kind of collect together or whatnot. I guess it makes that color. It makes like almost like a lightish blue color when you add them together. So just another, and then of course the Forerunner elongated, you know, chasm that goes down it and stuff like that. So basically any Forerunner art station stuff I ever looked at, it was like elongated things that, you know, train your eye towards certain areas and everything. So all right, just run with that logic.
Anyway, I'm gonna go, but this map has come. It looks a lot nicer.
Oh, good deal.
Thank you. Yeah, there was a bunch of art I needed to add from that one playtest, so did that, and once that was all good and everything worked on the lighting, and I made a small little kind of Vista box off, you know, side or whatnot, and tested the reflection volume and lighting with some of the materials and everything. One other thing Tyler always told me to do, you know, test that before you even make the whole level. That way you know what materials and roughness and everything you want to use through it. That way you don't have to go back through and change.
They look like human lips. So gross.
Well, I will probably put on like 1 or 2 more, unless anyone else has any suggestions. And then I'm gonna put on what is it? Where is it at? Uphill Battle. Yeah, art turned out on this one. It was nice.
We were talking to Ethan about it last night, and he was lamenting the fact that the art is not what he wanted it to be because he did it in like 2 days.
Oof.
Yeah, this was definitely a crunch. Like, I was in the process of moving. I had surgery.
Same, dude.
Like, so I was out. So, like, I tried to forge when I had surgery and everything, but it was just like I couldn't. That, and then they had me on these crazy pain pills and stuff. So I was trying to do like scripting and stuff too. I was like, I cannot do this right now. I can't even concentrate on it, like, and lighting. And
I crunched my move, so I had more time to crunch on this.
Yeah, I just moved everything into my place within like 13 hours yesterday, but it was mainly waiting for this place to be done, and, like packing, and it's not too far. Honestly, it's like another road down from where I was. So they were the old place that I had was a older house, and like the foundation was starting to get bad and everything. So
Yeah, a lot of those in Missouri.
Yeah, so I was like, yep, time to move out of that place. So
I saw your backyard view is really cool where you're at.
Oh yeah, I like that
similar
backyard.
Like that, or
this new place isn't too bad. It's got a bigger backyard, and there's actually a pond off in the side there, and it's got some fish in there and everything. So I was like, nice. So
nice, yeah.
I didn't even know that was there.
Multiple sites incoming.
What's that?
So where'd you move, Squally?
Multiple sites ready.
Out of Washington.
Out of Washington?
Yeah.
He's my live-in maid now.
Oh, nice. You guys moved in with each other?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? What state?
No, I'm not gonna dox us.
Oh, I bet the state.
Yeah, but
Fair-
what
fair
if
enough.
somebody starts
Fair enough.
combing all of Illinois?
That's right.
Oh no! Wait! No!
You've been particular about who you know
I have been. I feel, yeah, like.
Fine. Fair enough.
No, the state I don't mind too much. It's just like it's more of like you're just kind of, and the people that are in here are generally really chill people. But there's been times where people are like it's weird. They're like, "Oh hi, Kat," and I'm like, "Oh hi," and they're like, "So what state are you in?" Like, you know what I mean? They're immediately like, "Where do you live?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Writing down your
West, Midwest, East, or South. That's there. There you go.
Just tell them you live in Sauget.
I usually say Earth, and then they ask where, and I say U.S., and then they're like, "Where in my home?" And then I'm like, they're like, "Where?" I'm like, "Well, I'm in my office right now." Like,
just like skip the whole middle progression entirely.
Oh yeah.
I know, Squally, if I remember correctly, you've lived in Utah, Colorado, Washington,
California.
California, I was gonna say, yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's all I can remember. From
Yeah, that's everything. Like,
Yep.
born in
I'm-
California,
I'm not a
early childhood
freak. I just have
there,
a memory.
Colorado for a while, Utah for a year, back to California, then to Washington.
Oh yeah,
So
you were
this is
talking
nice
earlier
right here.
about. Oh sorry, I'm
This
gonna
is
like
really nice.
tangent a
Oh, hey,
little
someone
bit. You were
did
talking earlier about getting a new PC. I just got myself a new graphics card, and dude, it is so nice.
I'm
so
about to
glad I
drop
found,
like 5K on a PC.
Oof. Yeah, it's a rough time to be doing a whole build from the ground up. You don't have any kind of
Yeah.
pre-build that you could upgrade from? Like, what kind of motherboard are you rocking?
Nope, nope. Mine is old. Mine is an old Best Buy pre-built from 2015.
Do you know what kind? I've been getting very, like, with computer parts, I've been, like, getting really into it lately.
I don't even know. It was on sale for $700. 113.
A $700 PC from 10 years ago. All right.
Yeah,
I know everything I need to know.
It's an Asus, but yeah, no, I'm having. You guys remember Oasis Hurler?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually hung out a couple days ago, and he's gonna help me build it.
Oh, nice.
So.
I've been getting so into like, learning all the nitty gritty about parts and everything. I was able to get a pretty nice. I got a 7900 XT. It's got 20 gigs VRAM. It sits somewhere between like a 4080 and a 4090, I think, on performance. But a 4080 or 4090 will like outperform it when it comes to things like ray tracing. But mine would outperform it on like video encoding and stuff like that.
I don't think this spot was here in the blockout, was it? Sledge?
Are you guys just all running around on the SnD map?
Yeah, we're just kind of taking some of the ones that catch our eye.
Yep. Kind of what I mentioned in that chat earlier. I was going to be doing.
Salty. I'm imagining someone buying a sniper at the start of a round and doing back strat you did on Mortar that one time. Just sitting up here waiting with the sniper, like watching these doors.
That can work. Like I think a lot of strategy in this is like basically getting the enemy into predicting what you're going to do and then drastically changing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like making
Dude,
people
that was still the funniest fucking thing on Mortar. You guys were just all standing in this swamp in front of me. You were like, where the fuck are they? Just
waited.
Yeah. You all had shotguns. I came like
Salty's calling this
in.
gameplay, isn't he?
It was. Yeah.
Not
he was
right.
just like, okay. He's like, everybody
like as soon as
grab
I came,
shotguns and just wait. Let's see if they push.
Because I had a shotgun.
Technically, they have to. So.
Well, because I had a shotgun too. I was like, I'm gonna rush them at A, and like there was no one there. I'm like, I'm going for the hard flank behind, and then I come around the corner. It's just the whole team with shotguns. Like, God damn it.
Oh god, when people
was just bloodbath. You're good.
No, this one turned out dope for the art, though. Ethan's too hard on himself because this looks phenomenal to me. But
yeah, well, in his defense,
sure
like
it's just
when I saw his screenshots, he kind of took screenshots of some of the least flattering spots on the map. So I kind of expected, because it was like where there was a couple mistakes on some terrain, and that was it. And then you get into the actual map, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what the hell?
This area could use more diversity and color for sure, but like a lot of it's looking pretty good.
Kind of how his 1v1 map was. He had that one. I was like, oh, that looks good. And then he ran around it, and you're like, damn, like the inside of it and everything with the like the lab that he had. I was like, all right, that's cool.
He's so talented, man. He really is. Have you guys ever listened to his music?
No, I know he plays though.
Type in just Ethan Hibbs on YouTube. He literally has like a full YouTube channel for music. He's like more talented at that than he is at this.
I feel like he's one of the guys who has like the 12-string guitar that does classical. Like,
I've been in parties with him.
Always like felt like he could grab a 12-string and just rip.
I've been in parties with him and Joe while they're both working on music stuff together.
Yep.
It's kind of neat.
What were you saying, Mick? about him.
He's got the trifecta. He's good at art, good at music, and he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, this turned out really
I
good.
need to-
Good vibe.
I need
for
to
this
get
one.
back.
We'll look at. I
I still
know
have my
Bleach
sax
joined,
actually.
so I'll look at standoff.
There we go.
So, that one was being really weird for me. It was like not letting me bookmark it. It was. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can pull it.
It's funny. I was just moving and I went through some of my storage stuff. My old sax. So I was like, oh man, played that in a while.
You have a what sax?
Alto.
Ooh, an alto.
I'll still never forget my old teachers. Like, they tried to get me to play Barry. I was like, no. I was like, that is so boring.
I
mean, I can
always,
just...
Yeah, I always thought I would be playing a tenor when I was really into saxophones.
Yeah. It was mainly just, like, what they needed. Like, we had a bunch of, like, when I used to do, like, band stuff and everything, like, it was a bunch of altos, and they needed a Barry. One dude already did tenor and stuff, so they're like, would you play Barry? And I was like, no, really don't want to. Like, I can, but it's just boring, Like, so, alto is just always more fun. And not only that, but Barry takes so much more air to play and everything, and you feel out of breath constantly, so.
Yeah.
I did that, and I DJ'd for quite a while and everything, like, Illinois, like we used to go up to Pops all the time and play. My buddy Chris Coleman's still one of the guys who books people up there, actually. Had a few buddies that run sound, stuff like that up there. Sankus and what was his last name? Sasser, Anthony. He used to be there, so but I've seen so many bands there.
Where at? Whereabouts?
Pops. They're in Sauget, Illinois.
Okay, I'm not sure where that is. I know St. Louis has like a pretty big like jazz and blues scene.
Oh yeah. Just stay away from East St. Louis.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
I've driven around it before. I had
Yep. Feel like the cops around there are kind of the ones that are like, do you have a gun? No, and they're like, well, here, you better take this one. Like, it's just, it feels like that. But yeah, but no, like St. Louis itself, over by the Arch and everywhere by the landing and stuff like that, has always been really fun, and nice to go to. So.
So you still have your alto?
Yeah, I found it. I'd probably have to redo the cushions and everything on it. I haven't played it in forever, and those cushions that go on the valves and everything, they kind of dry rot after so long. So yeah, I'm sure they're not good anymore. So I'd probably have to get those replaced. Otherwise, they'll like stick and everything.
What do you play anything else?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, I DJ'd for quite a while, like vinyl and all that stuff and everything. Then I don't know. I plucked around on a couple of guitars here and there and bass and stuff because my buddies play, and we used to do a band and all that. I sing a little. I haven't sang in a little while either, but we used to do that too. So there's a few things here and there.
I got myself an alto a few years back, but the issue with it is that it was a defective one that they sent me, and they're like, "Oh, we can send you a new one." And I'm like, "No, just forget it."
What was wrong with it?
I think that it might have actually been the cushions, because when I tried, I don't really know exactly what it was. Because obviously you're supposed to, blow into the saxophone gently, and the thing is, I was trying to do that, but it wouldn't work. So I'm like, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to test how much air I have to put into this thing in order to get it to play. And eventually it got to a point where I was trying to force air into it, and then it just made a screeching sound. So I'm like, yeah, there's something really wrong with this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's it could be a number of things, like with that, reeds, depending on what reeds you're using and everything like that, like dude who taught me how to play, he'd always say, before you play, take the reed and just stick it in your mouth, and let it get, pretty much
get it wet, and just get it kind of, moist up and everything
Oh,
for a
yeah.
little bit, and then put it in, and then use it, and makes it a lot more flexible and stuff like that. But I mean, it could have
Yeah.
been like the head, that wasn't doing that. But definitely, like whenever you play like higher notes, you do use a little bit less air as to playing, lower notes and holding them and stuff. So you drop your jaw a
Yeah.
lot more, then you can definitely feel it in your diaphragm playing the lower notes for longer and stuff. So, but I mean, yeah, they're finicky too. But I mean, it could be that. It could be a bunch of things, So
Yeah.
usually
I
with
followed.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like with the cushions, usually what those cause is like air either escaping or the cushions like they get an impression on them from you pressing down on them for so long and everything, and then being in rest, and that impression will get deeper, and so whenever you go to actually press the keys and everything, that cushion will kind of stick on that valve, and so whenever you try to play fast notes or anything, it's like getting lag in a game, so
Yeah. Yeah,
pretty much best example there.
Yeah, before I even ordered the saxophone, I watched a couple of videos on how to set up and stuff like that. And yeah, there was the thing about the reed. I opted, rather than just putting it in my mouth, I put it in a glass of water for a couple seconds, and then I let it sit out for another
that works
couple
too.
seconds. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was faulty. So, but yeah. I might try to get another one, but I realized that like maybe the base is better for me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just always try them out,
Yeah.
See which one you like better. They're just expensive, so that's the only part that sucks about it. Like,
yeah, instruments, no matter what you get, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about just the bass guitar because I already took a guitar class back at middle school, so maybe some muscle memory will kick back in, and just the bass just has the sound that I like.
Right on.
Cool. Does
What do you
anyone
guys
else
think about
have
that map?
any? I really dig the aesthetic for it. And it's one of those that is quite different than a lot of the other ones. It stands out in that aspect.
Yeah.
Layout as well. I'm curious. I have only got to play it like once or twice, so
I don't think I ever got to play that one. Yeah. Seems like it'd run pretty good.
yeah, I think jumped around through a few different maps. Obviously, we didn't look at everything. There's a lot of good submissions. So, does anyone else have anything they would like to see or request before I go ahead and end this? Or
let me look at submissions again.
Genti. If you decide that you want to replace those things in your alto, and just, I don't know, no homo, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I definitely have to get my chops back up for it because I haven't played it in so long. So I'd practice a little bit first. But yeah, I'll see if I can whip that out here soon.
for the fun of it, I will put on Tango so you can take a sneak peek at where the art is on this. I'm just gonna go to
Tango.
I'm gonna do it in no credits. This is my layout for SnD map.
Oh, okay.
It's being arted by Paymon.
Thought you said Panama for a second.
Or Paimon, however you say that. Paimon.
Panama.
There was a bunch of really nice looking maps we didn't look at. We were just kind of skipping around, so. Quite a few submissions. Like I think today it almost took like 5 or 6 hours to look through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how many got in here. That's awesome though.
Yeah, there's a lot more than expected. I'll be
I was
And I was
surprised by the number of
expecting,
submissions.
yeah, I was expecting maybe like 25 submissions total. We got 40.
Yeah, I'd seen on the site, like on the side, it was like top 25, and then the next like top 50. I was like, yep. Like probably had to add that in there. I was like, how high is it gonna go? And
I don't
the
think it's crazy.
deadline
Like,
hit.
out of all the maps, like one has the same name as my map, and I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. What are you doing?
That's weird.
At first, I didn't realize it went by alphabetical order, and like I was like, wait a minute. I thought I posted my map, and I scrolled down. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair though, the name was visible on that stream.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
I just thought it was like crazy. I don't know if they knew that or if they. I don't know. I'm just curious.
I'm gonna force player mode this.
But it's hang on, but Mick, it's not the same. His is hanger. Yours is hanger.
Wow.
Chris, man.